A year after disputed elections sparked mass unrest in Georgia, protests continue across the country. With domestic tensions rising and arrests mounting, demonstrators say they'll stay in the streets, demanding fair elections and a return to the EU path, despite tighter government crackdowns. Natalia Komarov reports.
It has been nearly a full year of this, and this.
Georgian people are against of this pro-Russian regime already here. We have everyday protest wave here.
And it all began with the parliamentary election on October 26, 2024. After the Georgian Dream Party declared victory, people took to the streets, believing the results were fraudulent.
Now it is not the time for pessimism. It is time to defend your votes very calmly, decisively and purposefully.
A month later, the government announced the suspension of EU accession talks, which mobilized even larger crowds, especially young people fearing Georgia would fall back under Russian influence. The turnout was not surprising. EU data shows that nearly 3/4 of Georgians would like to see a European future for their country. All year long, protesters have been rallying to demand fair elections and the country's return to its EU path. In response, Georgian Dream introduced harsh regulations, including imprisonment instead of fines for protest-related offenses.
Even though the draconian laws have been adopted, even though the Georgian government is simply kidnapping people from their homes for crimes that they have criminalized only a day ago, even though the Georgian parliament is trying to adopt more and more authoritarian laws, the people are protesting.
Over the weekend, at least 60 people have been arrested for protesting, as reported by the Georgian Ministry of the Interior. According to the Europe-Georgia Institute, the country now has more political prisoners per capita than Russia.
It is becoming extremely challenging to sustain these street protests, not because people are getting fatigued, not because the critical sentiment is decreasing, but simply because this immense power imbalance makes it impossible to sustain the street process and to withstand governmental and regime's pressure.
But even though the situation becomes increasingly difficult, big gatherings are expected across Georgia on October 28, which will mark exactly 365 days since the first rally on Rustaveli Avenue, the main street of Tbilisi. For TVP World, Natalia Komarov.